Hello, you're watching Cape Media News. I'm Emily Tullock. Today we're talking to Heather Massey of In Loving Hands to learn about what a holistic, hands-on approach to death aftercare looks like.
So In Loving Hands hopefully conjures up what we're trying to create together, and that is caring for your own loved one, yourself, or with your family, perhaps with friends or within community post-death. So this is on a legal standpoint, it is acting as your own funeral director, which is perfectly legal in Massachusetts to do all of the post-death care, including care of the body, including transportation, filling out the paperwork, and making any disposition plans that you want yourself. And so this is returning, reclaiming that care to the immediate loved ones or caregivers of somebody who has died. And a lot of people don't know that that's possible, legal. It is a little daunting for some people. And so my job is to try to help you navigate that and educate families how to do it themselves. I am not in a business of trying to be an alternative funeral director. So I'm not trying to promote coming into your home and doing this for you. I want you to think about post-death as just as an important part of life as birth, and that both take preparation thought. When you're pregnant, you take a class, you read books, you talk to other people. Likewise, in preparing for a death, it's a very powerful spiritual and emotional time for everybody, and it is something not to, I believe, to be given away to strangers. It's something that is really wonderful.
Now, why would a family choose to have this holistic sort of hands-on approach, right? Because we are a society, I feel, that can be a little put off or scared of death, especially of handling a body of our loved one. So why would somebody choose this as an option?
The reasons for do it are as varied as there are families that have chosen to do so. Some of those are for ecological reasons. Many people have grown up caring about the earth and what's happening, and are considering their final footprint. Like, what is it that they're leaving behind? And they don't want to be in a toxic graveyard and a cemetery with a lot of embalming fluid and hard metals and etc. And they want a more simple and natural approach to death. Some people do it for the emotional reason. They want to care for their own person themselves. They want to be there. They want to accompany them as long as they possibly can. And they want to do those last acts of love for them. Some people do it because it's reviving traditions, whether it's spiritual or cultural. So many cultures have actually not stopped. We're just not aware of that, or we haven't thought about it. And so many want to just reclaim their own traditions and research where they came from and how their ancestors used to do things. Some people do it for a spiritual reason. There are a lot of spiritual perspectives on death and dying, and many of them actually kind of believe the 3 days after death are kind of very special times in which the soul is leaving the physical realm, and that they need to be very quiet and in a loving environment and be treated in certain ways. And this lends itself well to that. It's simply empowering. People want to exercise the legal right to do it. Economics are huge, but it's very rarely the driving force. So of course you can save thousands of dollars by caring for your own dead, but that's really the first thing on anybody's minds. It's really about, I want to take care of my person. I don't want them to just be whisked away and I never see them again unless I choose to go across town and pay to visit them, sort of thing. That they want to have that not only control, but just have their own hand in it.
Well, Ms. Massey, thank you again so much for joining us today and for discussing In Loving Hands and a holistic approach to after-death care.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me, Emily, and thanks for all the great questions.
Absolutely. For Cape Media News, I'm Emily Tullock.